So Josh Allen, as Steve DeSager said to us earlier, that he's going to take the snap so that he could say that he started every game or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he might need to play in order to win the MVP. Mm-hmm. And it's set up for the optics along with the stats. We already know what the stats are. We talk about them all the time. Now, if he doesn't play and Lamar beats up the Browns, wins the division, they were 0-2 to start the season. They came all the way back. Lamar had 3 touchdowns, rushed for 150 yards, 100-some-odd yards, and star. People are going to look at that and go, man, did Lamar finish the season strong?
Yeah.
This is a real thing. Am I right? I mean, and you think Josh is going to win.
Yeah, I think he is going to win.
But not playing in this last game, I think, hurts him because of this is not a meaningless game for Lamar. It's an important must-have win over the Browns in order to win the division. There's something that's really on the line to play for.
Now, here's what's interesting about it. I thought about this knowing we were going to have this conversation, and I started to think that Josh Allen actually could hurt himself by playing in that there's nothing to gain in that, okay, he puts up 185 yards, a touchdown, rushes for 60, maybe a touchdown, and they beat New England pretty handily. Well, that's what we expected. That's what he was supposed to do, and he should have looked better the last time he played the Patriots. He messes around and has another subpar game, messes around and has a horrible game, messes around and, let me say, has a Rob Parker extreme game.
Yes.
2 to 3 interceptions, only 85 passing yards and a fumble loss.
There you go. That's a good game right
there.
Yeah,
there you go. That could mess around and hurt him in that the last 2 of the last 3 times we saw you look bad, maybe looked horrible, and you barely beat the Patriots, a couple of times. So he's in a position where if he's going to go out there, well, then he better go out there and be serious. Otherwise, to me, the only thing that he can do is actually leave a bad last taste in her mouth, if you will, if he plays. So if he's going to play, which it looks like he is.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing, though. I think Steve is
just going to kind of start, get a couple snaps and dip. Then that almost will leave, because I think
that leaves the door open for Lamar, and I'm just talking about the optics.
Right, I get what you're saying. Lamar's game matters. He has his game has a lot on the line, and if he performs well in a game with a lot on the line, I get that. But I think if voters have already made up their mind, or at least leaning towards it, Josh Allen can't hurt himself by not playing. I think the only thing that could happen is hurt himself. Like I said, you throw 2 interceptions, you fumble. And even if you win but barely against the Patriots, and Lamar balls out, 3 touchdowns, whether it be on the ground, passing, whatever, to me, you can hurt himself. So I think Josh Allen going to take a snap or 2, dipping out, actually won't hurt him, because it'll be the last time I saw him, he won, he looked good, and that is that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's the problem. Because it's not just this game. It's the last 2 games against the Patriots and Jets, right? Like, his numbers aren't great.
They weren't jumping off
191 yards average, right? 191 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. This is his last 2 games.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
fine. But here's Lamar's in the last 2 games. Steelers and Texans, 2 playoff teams, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, 242 yards total yards per game. Like, those are against way better competition.
Without a doubt.
And now they play the Browns, who are bad, but this is for the division. It's a rival. It's a division
rival game. Yeah.
Right. And if he unloads and gets to 4,000 yards, right, Rob G? Like, he could get 4,000.
And almost 40 touchdowns. And listen, the numbers aren't the narrative in the sense that I think Lamar has had the better numbers and can't be caught when it comes to the numbers, specifically with Josh Allen. There's some other people who, if Joe Burrow wanted to jump in the discussion, but Josh Allen can't beat him statistically. But what he can do is have the better record. What he can do, again, is have that storyline of just where people are just more interested in that. And I think Lamar, again, I think it's Lamar's greatness has become the norm, where it's normal. Like, again, we were talking about this last week.
I hear you when you say that, and it didn't stop Brett Favre from winning 3 MVPs in a row. I don't think that. I think.
But you say that, but he already has 2. You're making it like
no.
He's on the road, like this is his first one. He already has 2. So if he doesn't win, That will be a big thing that he already got 2.
No, but I'm saying like I keep hearing about voter fatigue. Even Tony Romo on Sunday was like, well, Josh should win.
He's
because Lamar's already won too.
I'm trying to tell, but this is what I'm telling you. Not that you're wrong.
He's not a voter though. Thank God. That's why.
But you don't think that's
no, I don't think by writers because, and I don't.
Right.
Barry Bonds won 7 MVPs. I'm just trying to.
But
seriously.
Look how great he had. Like, he was doing something that was literally exceptional.
No, but people didn't just go, oh, well, we voted for him last year. Well, we're going to vote for him again. Yes! He's the best player.
So since you've been covering this sport since 1987, somebody give me a ding because, I had to get it in for you today. I beat you to it.
Yes, I've been covering this league since
1987. Ding, we know. You telling me Michael Jordan, after all those years, only walks away with 5? You don't think Karl Malone and David Robinson and some of those or whatever, where it's like.
I think they had exceptional years that people looked at, and I'm not saying that Michael Jordan's not going to win it every year. Lamar's not going to win it every year. But you can't go and have the second or third highest quarterback rating for a single season and act like that doesn't mean anything because he won already.
But you got to also
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not mad at you.
Everybody who's been on that, who's put up the numbers he has won the MVP except Patrick Mahomes because Aaron Rodgers beat him out in that same year.
And so here's what
that's what you're bucking.
Here's what you're looking at, though, Rob. They gave it to Lamar. They said, hey, man, the stats don't necessarily matter. Look at the impact. Look at the team. He lost all those running backs last year. He was doing it solo. He didn't have a Derrick Henry, and they gave it to him, right? And they said, look at the record. Look at the seeding, not the stats. They're going to use the same logic against him this year with Josh Allen. They're going to say Josh has similar, not as good, but similar stats. He's on a team that we didn't have
similar stats of what? Lamar?
Similar.
No, they're not. One is a quarterback rating of 121. The other guy is 100.
Right, and they're both going to account for 40-ish touchdowns.
Yeah, but that's not
because one guy's going to have like 13, 14 rushing.
But that's not the same. Like Josh Allen is like 11th or 12th quarterback rating. That's not the guy who's number one.
I'm saying,
who's
but
20
he's
points
also
higher
going
than
to end
anybody.
up with like 14 rushing touchdowns. That's crazy. And also, he'll have 20-something plus passing. So they're going to have similar. Again, I said Lamar's going to have the better stats.
But here's the thing that nobody's talked about. Nobody. Their kicker went through a bad patch and cost them 3 games.
Tucker? Oh,
yes.
yeah. The Ravens.
There's 3 games that he cost them.
He Hall of Famer, one of the best ever, but
you could say, oh, well, Lamar's record. Against the Steelers, he missed like 2 or 3 kicks. Like, go back to that game that they just lost. There's 3 games on their schedule that Tucker missed crucial field goals, not 80-yard field goals.
He was
you know what I'm talking about.
He had the yips for a minute.
He had the yips
for a minute, without a doubt. But at the end of the day,
and it hurt.
That's
the
bad
Lamar.
thing about being a quarterback. You get all the love and you get all the praise if things go wrong. But again, I think the story has been written for Josh Allen. That's just how I feel.
I think you're going to be way off on this, and it won't even be close. I
really.
Yep, I'm convinced because the other guy who will get the votes will be
Saquon, of course,
and Josh Allen will be 3rd. That's where I'm at.
Oh no, I definitely know that.
So, Rob, you think Lamar Mitchell, astute friend of the show here on Fox Sports Radio and The Odd Couple, who has installed Josh Allen as a 70% favorite, is doing that just to lose money?
No. I just think they're going to be wrong on this.
And you didn't just drop him. You dropped him to 3rd. So I like Louisiana Rub on my wings, and then I'll take the other 4 or 5. I'll take
wait a minute.
habanero.
But you think with the
Lamar's going to be 3rd.
With the numbers, I just can't. There's no way.
Lamar, Saquon. Now that he's past 2,000,
there's no way. Dude. Derrick Henry had over 2,000. He got no votes.
His team wasn't this
good.
No,
but am I right? Didn't he get over 2,000 a couple years ago? He didn't get any votes.
He's about to break the record.
He's going to be the offensive player of the year. That's what.
That for sure.